Hello, and welcome to my first video for the straight line mission across Hyrule. So this is a homework assignment that I was assigned by my brother. I need to, well, I'll do the intro later. I'll do the intro later and patch it together. That means though that I need to be wearing the same clothing. Okay, so here are the lines that I'm looking at so far. So the ones that I'm most inspired by are the ones that go all the way across the map, a big hypotenuse. I originally thought about going from this shrine, the Hawa Koth shrine in Gerudo, all the way up to a little tiny island. Whoops. This little island here. That seemed like a good endpoint, but then I figured, what could I do? Like, what's the longest line I could do? So I thought about going all the way from like this corner of the labyrinth all the way over to on the other side, the very tail end of the Gerudo Great Skeleton in the southwest. That one seemed pretty good, and it actually had some nice features about it. It lined up pretty nicely with some of the features in this really annoying cliffy valley that I would have to go through, except when I followed that line up, there's something that just instantly disqualifies it, which is that I would have to dip my feet into Madingo Pool, which I don't think I can do. I don't think I can. I'm not allowed to, push forward using a glider or anything. So it's possible that this is close enough to the side that I could run through it really quickly if I was wearing the fireproof armor or something like that. But I think that probably disqualifies it. So I also looked at a couple of kind of north-south and east-west routes, but I don't find those as inspiring somehow. They might be easier. I think both of them, well, they might be easier, but I really like the idea of doing just a big hypotenuse. So the other hypotenuse that I've considered, I still could do this kind of lower one, which goes to the island. But the other hypotenuse that goes really far is from the corner of the map over here, to the northwest of the Hiamiu Shrine. And let's look at that one for a second. That's what I was just looking at. So that goes through the Hebra region, which is an area that I explored very extensively on foot while I was looking for Koroks. So I know this region really well. I like running around in it. To be fair, a lot of the time I was on my bike when I was there. But it goes over a bunch of mountains, so there'll be a lot of climbing. It avoids all this water, which is nice. It does have to cross through the big Tanagar Canyon, but it only crosses through once. And I think compared to the Gerudo Valley nonsense in the southwest, this actually could be okay. You just have to go down once and then up once, and probably eat some stamina food on the way there. You go through here. This all seems straightforward. I don't think there's a current in this area, so I think I could probably swim across. And if not, I would probably have to use Cryonis blocks to just like walk across and make sure I stay on the line. This is, I think, pretty nice. Obviously, it goes right through Central Square. I'm thinking that the way I have to do this is to trigger a blood moon by going into the castle and coming back out, and then just going along this line and clearing out any guardians right before I do the run, so that when I come through here, there aren't going to be any guardians that I have to fight. Because trying to fight guardians while staying on the line might be very difficult. Maybe I could just run really quickly. Okay, so then this part all still seems pretty straightforward other than the guardians. I do have to do a river crossing, which again, this one does have some current, so that could be a little bit difficult. Again, I think I could use Cryonis blocks to essentially walk across, as long as I don't get hit by an Octorok. So I might need to scout this area for an Octorok. And then this part, again, pretty straightforward, I think. Again, we avoid this big lake, which I think is useful. We do have to go up over the Pillars of Levia, which is a really nice area near Kakariko Village. I'm hoping that this slope is something I can walk on and I don't just have to like climb sideways forever. Um, I do have to go over here. I know there's another guardian here that I might have to get ahead of time. Though there's few enough of them and they are all stationary, I might just be able to run really fast and hopefully not get blasted across off of the line. Going over Fort Hateno, forget if there's a current here. This is an area that I need to scout ahead of time. Often these towers are guarded by a bunch of stuff. The Tenno Tower is one of the earlier ones you encounter, so it might be one of the safer ones, but I need to check to make sure there's nothing that's going to own me over there. We're going to go through this area of water. I don't think there should be too much current there. There's not a lot of waterfalls going on. Climb up Ebon Mountain along the flank. And then I could stop here. I mean, this is sort of across the map, but it seemed like it would be funnier if I then went across the harbor all the way over to the very end of Koholit Rock. So this is on Eventide Island. There's definitely a bunch of moblins and stuff here, but I think I could run really, I hope I could run really quickly and then climb. I haven't asked whether I can use, oh man, I'm forgetting the name. The updraft skill in order to just get out of there really quickly. I'll probably have to, but I'm not allowed to push forward once I'm actually in the air. So yeah, hopefully this isn't a problem that kills it at the very end. Obviously, a very tricky part of this one would be then traversing this water section. But that's the one I'm looking at right now. A few areas that I need to scout through. But I will keep you posted. So check out the next video and support me on Patreon.